What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So look, y'all, after Deontay Wilder's big win, big first round knockout win over Robert Helenius a few weeks ago, I saw a lot of people, because it was a lot of fanfare. A lot of people were excited to have Deontay Wilder back in boxing. Deontay had been out of the ring for over a year. There were talks from him of possible retirement, and a lot of people were like, man, we don't want him to retire. So when they saw the knockout, everybody like, man, we glad to have him back. The Bronze Bomber is really, really a wild card. He's really a dog. He's really a great, exciting fighter to watch. We need him because he delivers great KOs like this and all of that. But there were a segment of people like, why do y'all like this dude so much? I don't get y'all allure with him. He's not that special. He's not that exciting, so on and so forth, and all this and all of that. Basically, like trying to throw rain on the parade. Basically questioning why people would ever get behind Deontay Wilder. So I sit before you today to explain why the people really rock with Deontay Wilder all the way around. Number one, as a fighter for real, the one thing you gotta appreciate about Deontay Wilder is he got heart. I'm talking about heart of two lions. In the sport of boxing, bro, I've been watching this sport for a long time, since I was yay high with my uncles. I've seen guys be supremely skilled, beyond measure. But the moment they get a little bit embarrassed in the ring, they fall down, they give up because they want the night to be over with, right? They get nervous, they get upset, the oohs and ahs from the crowd as they're getting hit with some rough shots. They start to get embarrassed easy. And they like, oh my God, I can't do this to get this night over with. And they lay down in defeat. Deontay Wilder will never do nothing like that. He gonna fight to the end, to the finish. No matter how many rough, hard hits he takes, he gonna keep coming. Hard, like back and forth, back and forth. I saw it in the first fight with Luis Ortiz and the fights against Tyson Fury. No matter what adversity he may go through, he gonna keep coming. Time and time again, he gonna show heart. He's going to show resiliency. He's going to show resolve. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a champion boxer is supposed to display. Fans like to see a fighter with heart. A fighter that's not going to give in and cave in and give up. We've seen guys quit before, quit on a stool. Guys really just accept defeat and accept that this guy's better than me and it is what it is. Crawl into their cubby hole. Deontay Wilder doesn't do that. I've seen guys get hit with a hard shot, and they just say, oh my God, I can't take this. Good night, just let it be over with. They get hit with a hard shot and just lay down and just sit down, like they're not stretched out. They just stay on the canvas and just let the count go because they're scared to even get up and take another hit like that, right? Deontay Wilder is not made of that. No matter how many hard hits he took from that 70 plus pound man in Tyson Fury, he kept getting up. Now you can say, oh, he got knocked down a few more times. He also knocked Tyson Fury down a few times himself, even after being hurt. In that third fight, after he was hurt, he knocked down Tyson Fury twice, right? To show that he got some shit in him that you can't teach. You can't teach heart. That's why people rock with Deontay Wilder. He got stuff you cannot teach. Either you got it or you don't. And he got it, right? He got dog in him. When he smelled blood, he's trying to get you up out of there. Everybody's in. He's trying to knock you out. He's trying to go for the gusto. He's trying to put you on that canvas and lay you out. He's trying to fold you like a lawn chair. You feel me? That's what he's trying to do. He's not trying to outpoint you. He's not trying to outslick you. He's a gunner. And he's trying to put you on your ass. And that is what the heavyweight division is about. People that watch fights, he is great to the eye for casual fans. Individuals who don't watch boxing or don't have an appreciation for the sweet science. It's guys out there that like Rock'em Sock'em Robots or guys that would just have supreme punching power and make a guy fall to their knees or fall on their back. Fans love that. And that's what you get when you watch Deontay Wilder. You know this guy is going to go for the kill because he got that dog in him. And when he got you hurt, he going to try to get you up out of there. Ain't no just trying to sit back and style to the end of the round. And while, that may be a certain weakness. Some people are like, oh man, because he don't try to outpoint nobody. He never learned certain boxing skill to outpoint nobody in a unanimous decision type win like that. The critics can say that all they want to. That's fine, right? That's fair. But the thing about that, brother, is you know you're going to get 150, 100, 200% effort every single time. And he's trying to close the show, finish the show, and finish in emphatic heavyweight fashion, which is by knockout. Like, you know, the welterweights and super welterweights and middleweights and so on and so forth. They might accept, you know, in the lower weight classes, they'll accept decisions. They don't want to see the decisions at the lower weight class, but it's like, okay, I understand. These are smaller guys, whatever. But in the heavyweight division with the heavies, they want to see a dude that's going to hit you with that thunder. And Deontay Wilder possesses the most devastating one-punch knockout power I've ever seen in the sport. The most devastating one-punch knockout power I've ever seen grace the sport of boxing in my time. One punch. Not, you know, certain guys were good at combinations. They would build up combinations and stop you. Deontay could be losing every round. He land that one punch is good night. It's all she wrote. You can take the L out of lover, brother. It's done. It's a Reynolds rap. And that's what people love about his fights. Again, he produces knockouts. Everybody loved the knockout. Everybody love a guy who's going to be like, no, I'm trying to go in there and do this. And he means what he says. He's not going to tell you, I'm going to get in there and knock you out and then just try to style around. No, he coming to knock you out and take your head off your shoulders, which people love. The final thing that people really love about Deontay Wilder, and really why people rock with Deontay Wilder heavily, he's an American champion. Well, he's not a champion right now, but he was an American champion. He's an American fighter. He's an American guy that's in championship contention. And I know a lot of people not going to like this part that I say, is people probably from the UK that may follow me or subscribe to me. I don't mean any offense to anybody else in the world when I say this. But boxing is always more interesting when you have an American guy in the mix within the heavyweight division. It's that simple. When the Klitschko's dominated and it wasn't an American guy to be, you know, in the mix or a champion, that's why you had people that were not interested in boxing in heavyweight boxing. That's why Floyd Mayweather was able to rule, because in the heavyweight division there was no American guy that was really making a strong stance and really making a strong showing for himself to become champion one day. Deontay was the first heavyweight champion we had since 2007 with Shannon the Cannon Briggs, right? And currently, as we speak, outside of Jared Anderson, there's really no real great American heavyweight prospects. And the world loves when you got the American guy fighting the UK guy over here, the American guy fighting the other American guy, the American guy fighting the guy from Russia, from Cuba, or wherever. It's way more interesting to the world when the American guy is in the heavyweight mix. Nobody in America that was a casual fan paid attention to the Klitschko era, even though the Klitschkos were great, fantastic fighters, Hall of Fame guys. But the American public who were casuals had no appreciation for it because we had no guy in the mix. We didn't have a Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, George Foreman. We had none of that during that time period. And Deontay Wilder came about, stopping guys, knocking guys out in brutal fashion. You know, had the certain bravado about him, had dog in him, had heart in him. You know, was going for the gusto every time he got in the ring. And it captivated the people to see him fight Tyson Fury. When Deontay fought Tyson Fury, I felt like the sport I love, the heavyweight division, is getting traction. Like, man, look at this, man. When he beat Luis Ortiz and you heard the murmurs of him versus Anthony Joshua, people were getting excited about that. You know, you had people talking like, I remember Reggie Miller talking about, man, let's go, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. We got to see this. Before that, people weren't talking about heavyweight boxing because no American was in the mix, man. So it makes a difference, man. And people love to hate Deontay Wilder. You know, they criticize. But this is the thing. Oh man, he's just a knockout guy. He can't win on points. He got one trick. You know, he not that good and all this and all that. And You know that, all right, that little one little knockout he throw like windmills, and that little one little that little punch knockout is not interesting. It's not interesting. He, you know that after he gets outboxed and he land a knockout is not interesting. They'll say that, but then turn around and criticize fighters like Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson for not having knockout power, for not being exciting enough with hard knockout power. Oh man, them dudes, they just powder puff punches. They ain't got no knockout power. They ain't exciting. They not exciting. They not exciting. But then you have a knockout king right before you who you continue to hate. Deontay got one of the highest knockout percentages ever in the sport of boxing. Ever. Let alone the heavyweight division. And you got people that try to downplay it or don't rock with him and all this and all. Like, come on, man. The dude had 10 successful title defenses, which is great. No matter people, oh, it wasn't against this one and it wasn't against that one. You beat 10 dudes. You defend your belt 10 times and knock nearly everybody out almost. That's great, you know? And again, another reason, man, the main reason I hear a lot of people that say they don't like Deontay Wilder, he too brash. He said he wanted to catch a body in the ring, right? Y'all never cared about that for real. Y'all never cared about that for real. And I know y'all never cared about it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you did, you would have alienated Mike Tyson for saying he wanted to eat a man's children in anticipation and a presser for a fight. He wanted to eat a man's children. And I know he meant it figuratively, but that's just something you don't say. It sounds really wild, very, very creepy. Very like, what the hell are you talking about, bro? It sounds very like, you know, hey, man, that's weird. That's wild to say. Don't talk about nobody kids in this. So if y'all really hated Deontay Wilder for saying they catch a body stuff, y'all would have been like, no, y'all would have alienated Mike Tyson. Mike said some of the most wildest, heinous stuff you can ever think of. Even told a woman reporter, don't talk to him or don't ask him questions if he don't want to fornicate, because he only usually talks to women reporters he can fornicate with, right? But all was forgiven and it was okay because it's Iron Mike. And Mike Tyson had the heart of everybody in the world. But Deontay Wilder says anything and you ready to hate him with your whole heart, right? You hate Deontay Wilder for accusing Tyson Fury of cheating, right? You know, and y'all can say, you know, people can feel how they want to feel about that. Oh, man, that's messed up or whatever. That's cool. All right, fine. I don't have no problem with you hating him or don't like, you don't, I don't have a problem with you opposing him saying that at all. I have no problem with you opposing that or don't like with the fact that you don't like him saying that Tyson Fury was cheating. That's fine. But the thing I don't like is you hate Deontay Wilder for accusing Tyson Fury of cheating, but you don't hate guys that actually have popped dirty for PEDs in the sport of boxing. It's guys that have actually cheated within the heavyweight division and lower divisions, and they don't hate those individuals who really put other guys' lives at risk. They put lives at risk by injecting themselves with steroids and possibly damaging somebody in a sport. We saw Pritchard Cologne become almost like a vegetable from rapid punches and all that. Like, come on, man. A dude hit you with that steroid stuff up in him, you possibly could never be the same. Deontay Wilder ain't never popped dirty for no steroids at all. But you hate him for saying for accusing Tyson Fury of cheating, but you don't hate the actual cheaters who could have actually took a life for real. So it's quite crazy, man. But those are the reasons of what I state. The reasons why people love Deontay Wilder, because the man got a ton of heart. He got dog in him. He produces knockouts, and he is the American championship contender. He's an American heavyweight that had traction, that made noise, that helps to move the needle in the division. And everybody, for all the hate Deontay Wilder get, everybody always putting him up in these hypothetical matchups. Wilder versus Usyk, Wilder versus Ruiz, Wilder versus Joe Joyce, so on and so forth. Everybody still want to see him fight this one and that one and this one and that one. So to be a guy who is not interested, who is just an embarrassment to the sport, who is, you know, he's not a great representation of the sweet science because he fights in an unorthodox fashion. For all the critics and naysayers, they show love putting him in these hypothetical matchups. Him against Dillian White, so on and so forth. You know, but they hate him so bad, but they want to see him in all these different matchups. And Oh, they always interested when he come back around. I want to see him fight this one and fight that one because Deontay Wilder is a fighter who helps move the needle within the heavyweight division, and he is needed within that division to keep this division alive and thriving well, no matter what nobody says. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.